Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you with a heart full of gratitude because we are all in the presence of blessings. Blessed by the best. Let that phrase sink deep into your spirit. You are not just blessed by chance. No, you are blessed by the one who knows you better than you know yourself. You are blessed by the Creator, the source, the divine power that orchestrates everything in this universe. First, we must recognize the source of our blessings. Many of us go through life seeking answers, striving for success, but we forget the very hands that molded us. The blessings we receive do not come from our own efforts alone. They come from a higher power that sees our potential before we even realize it. The best sees us when we are broken, sees us when we feel unworthy, and yet still pours into our lives. Can we take a moment and acknowledge that every good thing in our lives, every open door, every opportunity, it is because we are blessed by the best. And once we recognize the source, we must practice gratitude. Gratitude is the secret key that unlocks even more blessings in our lives. It's not just about the big things, the promotions, the accolades, the material gifts. It's about the small, quiet moments. Waking up with a sound mind, a loving family, a roof over our heads. Gratitude transforms our perspective. It shifts the atmosphere around us. When we live with a heart of gratitude, we create space for more blessings to flow. Don't wait for the world to give you something big before you say thank you. Gratitude attracts more. Now let me tell you something real. The path to blessings is often lined with struggle. You see, what we forget sometimes is that the greatest blessings are forged in the fires of adversity, the trials, the hardships, the pain. Those are the moments that shape us. Those are the moments that prepare us for what is to come. Don't despise the struggle. It's making you strong. The struggle you are in today is preparing you for the blessings of tomorrow. Keep moving forward because on the other side of your pain is your promise. But here's the truth. None of this happens without faith. Faith is what keeps us going when the road gets tough. Faith is what sustains us when we can't see the end of the journey. It's the belief that even when we can't see what's ahead, we trust that something greater is unfolding. The best is working on our behalf behind the scenes, even when we don't understand it. You may not see it right now, but know this: faith moves mountains. Your belief in what is unseen will set the stage for the blessings to come. And here's something powerful to remember. Your blessings are tied to your purpose. The best doesn't just bless us for our own comfort. We are blessed so that we can fulfill our purpose. You've been put here for a reason. Don't waste it. Align your life with your purpose. When you live with intention, when you walk in alignment with your destiny, blessings find you. You attract what you are meant for. Living with purpose releases your greatest blessings. But don't forget this, my friends. Blessings are meant to be shared. We are not blessed to hoard, to hold on to what we've been given. No, we are blessed to be a blessing to others. The more you give, the more you receive. When you help someone else rise, when you lift others up, when you extend your hand to the hurting, you open the door to more blessings in your own life. The best doesn't bless us for selfish gain. It blesses us so we can pass it forward, so we can be the light in someone else's darkness. Today, let us walk in the confidence of knowing that we are blessed by the best. Every blessing, every opportunity, every moment of grace is a gift. Let us receive them with gratitude. Let us trust the process, even in the hard times. Let us live on purpose, and let us share what we have received. For the best is not just for us, but for the world around us. You are blessed. Now go out and be a blessing. Every blessing we experience is a reminder of the divine hand that is always at work in our lives. Sometimes we get caught up in the hustle, thinking we've earned every bit of success and every good thing that comes our way. But the truth is, while we play a role in our journey, the source of our blessings comes from something greater than ourselves. Blessed by the best is not just a catchy phrase, it's a statement of truth. It's a declaration that there is a force beyond our understanding, a force that sees the depths of our hearts and knows the desires of our souls. We often forget that blessings are not random. They are not coincidences. Every blessing, whether it's a small favor or a grand breakthrough, comes from the one who created us. Think about it. There are countless people in the world who may have similar talents, dreams, and hard work as you, yet they haven't received the same opportunities. The difference? The best saw something in you, something worth nurturing, something worth blessing. The best recognizes the potential in you that you may not even see in yourself. And that recognition is often quiet. It doesn't always come with fanfare or applause. It's not always visible to the eye. It can be the breath you take, the clarity of thought you receive when you feel overwhelmed, the moment someone crosses your path, just when you need them most. These blessings, though they may seem small, are divinely orchestrated. The best is working behind the scenes, connecting the dots, positioning people, and shifting circumstances to align with the divine purpose for your life. Recognizing this higher source requires humility and acknowledgement. We can't get too caught up in the noise of the world, chasing after validation, money, or status without first recognizing where it all comes from. We must pause and give thanks for the unseen blessings, the ones that don't come with tangible rewards but still shape who we are and where we're headed. The best blesses us in ways that transcend the material. It blesses our minds with clarity, our hearts with peace, and our spirits with resilience. So take a moment to reflect on everything you've been given, the things you can't put a price tag on, and realize that you are indeed blessed by the best. Gratitude is not just a feeling or a polite response to good things in our lives. It is a powerful force that can change the entire trajectory of our journey. When we cultivate gratitude, we begin to see the world through a different lens. A lens that reveals the abundance that is all around us. It's easy to focus on what's missing, what we don't have yet, or what we think we deserve. But true blessings come when we shift our focus to what we already have. Blessed by the best doesn't just mean being given gifts. It means understanding the richness of what's already been given. Gratitude opens doors to more blessings because it aligns our hearts with the mindset of abundance. When we express gratitude, we invite more into our lives. Think about it. How often do you hear someone talk about the things they're grateful for and feel inspired? When we take the time to give thanks for the small things, the laughter shared with loved ones, the warmth of the sun on our faces, the simple joy of a good meal, it shifts the energy within us. This shift is contagious. It attracts more of the good things we appreciate. Gratitude doesn't just change our attitude, it transforms our environment. The act of being grateful for what we have, no matter how small, sends a message to the universe, to the Creator, and to ourselves that we are ready to receive even more. It's a declaration that we are not entitled to the blessings we have, but we are humbly open to receiving them. And when we receive them with joy, we position ourselves for even greater things. There's something about a heart full of gratitude that resonates with the divine. It creates an atmosphere where more blessings can flow. But here's the thing, gratitude isn't just about counting the good when things are easy. It's easy to say thank you when life is going well. But the true power of gratitude is revealed in the most challenging. It's in those times when we feel overwhelmed or defeated that we need to pause and look for the hidden blessings in the storm. Maybe it's the strength we gain through our struggles, the lessons learned in moments of hardship, or the unexpected help that comes at just the right time. When we express gratitude in the face of adversity, we release ourselves from the weight of discouragement, and we allow the best to work in us, making us stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what's ahead. Gratitude then becomes a spiritual practice that prepares us for even greater gifts. It allows us to be stewards of the blessings we already have, nurturing them so they multiply. It teaches us to focus not on what we lack, but on what we have, and to make the most of it. When we live in this space, we create an open channel for blessings to flow freely into our lives. Blessings that we may not even be able to imagine yet. So let us make gratitude a daily habit, a lifestyle, because when we are thankful for what we have, we are also preparing to receive the abundance that is waiting for us. Often when we find ourselves in difficult times, it's hard to imagine how anything good could come from the struggle. We're taught to avoid pain, to seek comfort, to escape from hardship. But the truth is, many of our greatest blessings are birthed through the fires of adversity. It is through the struggles, the setbacks, and the challenges that we are shaped into the people capable of receiving the blessings that the best has for us. Blessed by the best doesn't mean a life without hardship. It means that the hardships we face are preparing us for something greater. Think about it. How many times have we looked back on a struggle and realized that it taught us something we needed to know, or gave us a strength we didn't know we had? The tough seasons in life are not there to break us. They are there to build us. Every trial, every disappointment, every setback is a part of the process that is shaping us for the blessings ahead. In fact, without these struggles, we may not even be ready to handle the blessings that are waiting for us. They serve as a training ground, teaching us patience, resilience, perseverance, and faith. The truth is, we often don't see the blessings during the battle. We may feel alone. We may wonder if the situation will ever change, but in those moments, the best is working behind the scenes, preparing us. There's a refining process that happens in the fire. Just as gold is purified through heat, our character, our vision, and our heart are purified through the challenges we face. The process isn't easy, but it's necessary. And when we come out on the other side, we come out stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle what's next. Sometimes we want to rush through the hard times, but it's important to remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. The growth that happens in the midst of struggle is what makes the blessings even sweeter. It's the breakthrough that comes after the breakdown that brings us the deepest sense of gratitude and appreciation. So rather than running from challenges, we need to embrace them. We need to trust that every setback is a setup for something greater. Every closed door is making way for the right door to open. Every time we fall, we rise again, stronger and more determined. As we go through life, let us remember that the struggle is not our enemy, it's our teacher. And without it, we would not have the capacity to receive the blessings that are waiting for us. So when times get tough, let us hold on to this truth. The best blessings often come after the toughest battles. And we are being prepared for something beyond what we can see right now. Faith is the anchor that holds us steady in the storm. It's the belief that even when we can't see the way, there is a path being paved for us. It's easy to have faith when everything is going right, when life is smooth and the road is clear. But true faith is tested in the hardest moments, in the seasons when the answers aren't immediate and the end of the tunnel seems far off. Blessed by the best means understanding that the blessings you seek are often found in the spaces where faith is the only thing you have left. Faith is not just about believing when things are good. It's about trusting that something greater is at work, even when everything around you says otherwise. It's in the moments when the world feels like it's crumbling, when you don't know how you'll make it through, that faith becomes the bridge between your struggles and your blessings. We are often blinded by the immediate circumstances around us. And it's easy to think that what we see is all there is. But faith sees beyond the surface. It sees the unseen. It sees the path that is being carved just for you, even when it's not visible to the human eye. When you walk in faith, you are declaring that you trust the process. You are declaring that you believe there is a bigger picture unfolding. One that you may not understand in the moment, but that is preparing you for something greater. You may not see the final outcome right now, but your faith is what sustains you as you move forward. It's the knowing that even in the silence, the best is still at work. Faith isn't about passively waiting for blessings to fall into your lap. No, faith requires action. It's about stepping out even when you don't have all the answers, even when the next step seems uncertain. Faith requires you to keep moving forward, trusting that with each step, the path will become clearer. It's the belief that your actions, even when small, are moving you toward the fulfillment of your purpose. The best works with you in your faith, guiding you, opening doors you didn't even know were there, and providing resources at just the right time. What faith does is prepare you to receive what you can't yet imagine. When you act in faith, you open your heart and mind to the possibility that things can and will get better, even when it feels like they might not. Every step of faith, no matter how small, shifts the universe in your favor. You may not always see the results immediately, but every act of faith, every prayer, every trusting moment brings you closer to the blessings that are already on their way. And here's the most beautiful part: faith doesn't require perfection. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be free from doubt or fear to walk in faith. It's not about having unwavering certainty all the time. It's about trusting even when uncertainty is present. It's about knowing that even in your weakest moments, the best is right beside you. It's the willingness to say, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I believe it will. When you live by faith, you align yourself with the divine purpose that is already at work within you. And in that alignment, the blessings flow, sometimes in ways you never could have anticipated. Faith opens doors. Faith moves mountains. Faith gives you the strength to endure and the courage to step into your destiny, knowing that the best has already gone ahead of you, preparing a way. The blessings you receive are not meant to be stored up for yourself alone. They are meant to flow through you, to extend beyond your own life and touch the lives of others. When you walk in the understanding that you are blessed by the best, you begin to realize that the blessings in your life are an opportunity to serve a greater purpose. They are gifts not only for your own growth, but for the growth of those around you. The truth is, we are not just vessels to hold blessings, we are channels to share them. Think about it. When you receive a blessing, whether it's an opportunity, wisdom, or resources, it's not just about how it elevates your own life, it's about how it can elevate others. The moment you recognize that you are blessed, you are called to be a blessing to those around you. Whether it's lending a helping hand, sharing words of encouragement, or using your resources to uplift someone in need, every blessing you receive is a chance to pass it forward. The more you give, the more you position yourself to receive. The act of blessing others opens the doors for more blessings to flow into your life, because the cycle of giving and receiving never stops. When we share our blessings, we not only spread joy, but we also create a ripple effect. One small act of kindness can transform a life, and that transformation has the power to impact a community, a family, or even a generation. The best has blessed you with a purpose, and that purpose is to extend the goodness you've received to the world around you. It's through your generosity, your kindness, your willingness to help others that you embody the true meaning of being blessed. This doesn't always mean grand gestures. Sometimes the smallest acts of love, a kind word, a listening ear, or even a moment of your time can be the very blessing someone else needs. We often think blessings must be big to be meaningful, but the truth is that the most profound impacts often come from the simplest acts. When you give of yourself, you not only change someone else's life, but you also shift your own perspective, because you begin to see that the more you give, the more you receive, and not just in material ways, but in spirit and purpose. You are fulfilling your greater calling. And here's the beautiful thing. When you give, you create a space where your own blessings multiply. When you bless others, you are sowing seeds that will bear fruit in your own life. What you give to others will always return to you in ways you can't always predict, but the truth is, it will return. Not necessarily in the same form, but in ways that will enrich your life and help you grow. The more you share, the more you will find yourself receiving, not just from others, but from the divine as well. In recognizing that we are blessed to bless others, we step into the fullness of our purpose. The best has not only given us what we need, but has positioned us in a place where we can offer our blessings to the world. So every time you receive, think about how you can pass that blessing forward. You will find that as you do, your own life will overflow with more than you ever imagined. The more you bless others, the more you make room for even greater blessings in your own life. We often think of blessings as something that's meant to stay with us, something we should hold tightly to and keep for ourselves. But in reality, blessings are meant to be shared. They are not just meant to be hoarded or protected, but to be given away freely, to be passed on to those around us. When we receive blessings from the best, we are not simply the recipients of good fortune, we are stewards of those blessings. And as stewards, we have a responsibility to share them, to multiply them, and to let them flow through us to others. Think about all the good things in your life, the talents, the opportunities, the wisdom, the love. These aren't just gifts meant for you to enjoy in isolation. The blessings you've received are intended to impact the world around you, whether it's your time, your resources, or your heart. The more you give, the more you create space for others to be blessed. When you share what you've been given, you not only make someone else's life better, but you also enrich your own. There's something profound that happens when we extend our blessings to others. We realize that in giving, we often receive even more in return. Sometimes the blessings we give aren't tangible. They could be a word of encouragement when someone is feeling down, a helping hand when someone is struggling, or a listening ear when someone needs to be heard. These are often the moments where the true power of blessings is revealed, when we give from the heart, not because we expect something in return, but because we understand that our purpose is to share. And in doing so, we not only change the lives of others, but we also transform ourselves. The act of sharing blessings also helps us to understand the greater purpose of our lives. When we share what we have, we align ourselves with the greater plan that the best has for us. It's not just about accumulating wealth, fame, or success for ourselves. It's about using what we have been given to uplift others. The more we share, the more we realize that our lives are interconnected with those around us. Every time we pass along a blessing, we are contributing to the greater good. And that is how we become part of a larger, more meaningful story. But sharing blessings isn't always easy. There are times when we may feel we don't have enough to give, or that we are too busy with our own struggles to focus on others. However, when we give, we don't lose what we have, we multiply it. The more you give, the more you create a flow that allows blessings to come back to you, often in unexpected ways. It's like sowing seeds. You may not see the immediate return, but eventually your efforts will bear fruit. What you give to others is never wasted. It will always come back to you, whether in the form of kindness, opportunities, or blessings that you never expected. And don't underestimate the power of small acts of sharing. Sometimes we think that to truly bless someone, we need to offer something grand, something that makes a big impact. But the truth is, the small things matter just as much, if not more. A simple smile, a phone call to check on someone, a word of advice or support, it all counts. It's in these small, everyday moments that we find the true essence of blessings. When you give, no matter how small, you create a ripple effect that can transform lives in ways you may never see, but that will echo through eternity. In the end, when you share your blessings, you are living in alignment with the divine purpose that the best has set for you. You are living with an open heart, an open hand, and a generous spirit, knowing that the more you give, the more you will receive. Blessed by the best means that your blessings are not just for you. They are meant to flow through you to those around you, to make the world a better place, and to create a cycle of abundance that never ends. So let your blessings flow freely, and watch as they multiply in ways that will fill your life with more joy, love, and abundance than you could ever imagine. As we close today, let's remember that being blessed by the best is not just about receiving gifts. It's about recognizing the divine purpose behind every blessing we experience. We are not just fortunate by chance. We are carefully crafted, supported, and provided for by a higher power. And it is through that grace that we are able to thrive. Our blessings are not meant to be hoarded, but shared with others. They are opportunities to serve, to uplift, to give. And in doing so, we make room for even greater blessings to flow into our lives. And in the midst of it all, through the struggles, the setbacks, and the hard times, we must remember that the best is always working behind the scenes, shaping us, strengthening us, and preparing us for more than we could ever imagine. When we walk in faith, act with gratitude, share our blessings, and trust that even in the storms, something greater is being revealed, we create a life that is not just filled with blessings, but a life that overflows with purpose, love, and connection. So let us continue to honor the blessings we have, live in a way that reflects gratitude, and be vessels of goodness to those around us. For as we give, we receive, and in that endless cycle, we are continuously blessed by the best.